In the collective consciousness, we experience the 9-year cycle of spiritual evolution. And in numerology, it is called the universal year. We call it collective because everything in 2025 is affected by the number 9 energy. Hello and welcome. I'm Sara Bachmeier, a mentorship coach and the author of Egyptian Numerology, Emergence into the Fifth Dimension, and The Path of a Wounded Healer. Liberation is for the asking. Here in this dimension and on this planet, cycles are important markers in our lives. The universe is created through law and order, and cycles are just her way of helping us gauge our development. Each numeric cycle has its very own meaning. For instance, and we have a lot of cycles in our universe. We may just take them for granted, but each one has its own meaning. Our physical bodies experience the 7-year maturation cycle of development. Our seasons unfold under a number 4 growth cycle: winter, spring, summer, and autumn. The number 4 is a reminder that everything in our universal realm has its own sacred order and purpose. Our personal energy also follows a 9-year cycle, but this cycle is dependent on our birth date. It is called the personal year number. It's calculated by adding your day, month, and the current year. Our construct of time follows a 12-hour and a 12-month cycle, and so on. I love cycles. We are currently ending an 8 collective universal year from 2024 and entering into 2025, which represents the number 9. We get the universal number of the year by adding the numbers of the year, such as 2025 is 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. Now, most people that I know don't look forward to a number 9 personal or collective year because it is stereotyped as symbolizing endings, completion, and even change. But really, without this vital energy, new growth simply won't occur. Fortunately, the symbolic number 9 has many rewarding qualities. And although everyone is under the influence of this energy, each individual will experience it differently, depending, of course, on their date of birth, their life path number, and their personal year number. Navigating through a number 9 universal energy depends entirely upon your own beliefs, acceptance, and willingness to align with the qualities that most affect your individual spiritual status. It is not a difficult energy, really, to work with if you are in tune with your higher consciousness. It is an energetic placement that requires some honest reflection, sincere devotion, and humble respect. I personally have grown to love every universal year, mainly because Egyptian numerology believes and teaches the sacred energy within all numbers. The number 9 represents solitude and the value of connecting with source energy. It's not so much about endings and completion as much as symbolizing the value of tilling the soil for new growth to occur in your life. This year is about reflection and the rewards that follow the acknowledgement of embracing just how far you've come. It's about dreaming and visualizing what you want to manifest in your life and preparing to receive your best life possible. That's kind of fun, isn't it? The number 9 universal year is a period of celebration and joy. A cycle is being completed, and everything that occurred in the past 8 years has made you who you are today. So contemplate your awakening, the decisions that you've had to make these past 8 years, the mistakes you had to make, the lessons that you have finally learned, and your dedication to living despite any and all hardships. Celebrate your continued determination to shift into higher timelines and frequency to connect with your higher self daily. The number 9 is about forgiving any hardships you created for yourself and others, letting go of anything holding you back from creating more light in our world, and the joy that comes from being on a spiritual journey. So that sounds all easy and nice and pretty, doesn't it? But let's talk about facing the down and dirty. Have you ever gone through an experience where you just feel awful? And it could be just for the moment, or it could be for an entire year. Maybe someone talked behind your back, they lied to you, overcharged an item that you purchased, even ghosted you for a reason that you can't figure out and they won't tell you, betrayed your trust, even left you at the altar. Or maybe they just didn't invite you to a party. And when you tell your closest confidants about how you feel, they unconsciously invalidate your pain by quoting some spiritual scripture from Eckhart Tolle, Rumi, or Course in Miracles to encourage you to buck up and let negative experiences go. Because after all, there are no victims, only volunteers. Don't you just love that? When you're in the thick of the down and dirty. You may even walk away knowing the truth, but not yet ready to live it or not living it yet. It causes you to deny your pain and turn maybe into distractions day after day, pushing the pain down even further and wondering when you will elevate your energy high enough to dismiss human emotions altogether. Spiritual bypassing is common these days, mainly because people don't want to take the time to do their own healing, and you are reflecting the pain that lies unresolved within themselves. As we wind down the 2024 year, we are reminded to respect our lives by acknowledging and expressing our pain. We need to bleed out, honor our human condition of duality, and embrace our divinity, warts and all. And we are the complete package, whether people want to understand that or respond. We cannot take past pain into a new cycle, no matter how slight it may appear to others. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing, but it's essential that it develops organically. Many of us claim to have forgiven while still holding on to toxic emotions below the surface. And this is called forgiveness bypassing. The truth is that we cannot force ourselves into forgiveness. If we try to forgive before we have worked through the feelings, the lack of authenticity will block our path. We cannot be real because we're not emotionally being honest. Our mind and heart are still chewing on past pain. So I encourage you to find a quiet moment where you can confess to the Creator just how angry, shameful, regretful, sad, and fearful you've been feeling. Pour it out like an unending river and let it flow right through you. Denying your pain only blocks you from moving forward. And this is not a year for adding more distractions to your daily routine. It warns against moving forward before analyzing the past. It is a year that holds a stop sign, a literal stop sign. It is a pause before speaking the next sentence. It's about waiting until spring to plant your garden. It's all in divine timing. Its entire purpose is to encourage you to really love yourself and be responsible for everything in your life. It is an inventory time of your earthly progress. Number 9 is an energy of integrity. It supports any number or person standing beside it. So it really reinforces your life path and personal year numbers. It is kind of like a silent guardian and protector. Now, the questions to ask yourself to get ready for this coming year, 2025, is one, how can I love myself more? How can I best support myself? What dreams do I have that I'm not listening to? What could be holding me back? And how can I best serve the light? This year, celebrate your progress and loving yourself more each day. But it's not the self-love of the physical body alone. Getting your hair or fingernails done, buying the motorcycle that your inner child always wanted, getting a massage every week, and eating an extra scoop of ice cream. Well, all of that's really nice, but the self-love that the number nine is seeking is more about validating your human existence on a deep and profound level. The number nine cycle holds the wisdom of all previous numbers. It is the gathering place. If it had to be a place, it would be a gathering place where all lessons are built and learned so that we begin to integrate and express them fully. The power of the nine cycle lies in the all-knowing aspect of our consciousness, our higher self. It is here that we ruminate the sacredness of life and hold abundant gratitude for all of our blessings. This year, coming year, finalizes a stage of our spiritual growth. It is the intersection between the realms. This is the space where we evaluate our lives in terms of growth and stagnation. It is here where we come to understand that both aspects of our lives are important, vital, and necessary components of our learning experience here on this planet. There's no place to hide in a number nine cycle. You can't go back, and you're not ready yet to move forward. It is a message from your soul to stop, look, and listen to the entire divinity unfolding in and around you. It is a year full of magic and mystery. It is in this universal number nine cycle that you find yourself whole, complete, and perfect exactly as you are, and become all that you can be and even more. In closing, I will say, be focused on your purpose, eliminate distractions, and celebrate your divinity every day. You can learn more about the prospects of your personal journey this year, coming year, through a private chart reading. I have enclosed the link below, and you can learn more about Egyptian numerology on my website at www.egyptiannumerology.org. I offer a 90-day mentorship program for those who are really ready to align with their destiny and reveal the steps to making that happen. If you are interested, schedule a free strategy call with me, and that link's below also. May this year deliver abundant opportunities for your personal and spiritual growth. Blessings and namaste.